Charles Barkley is on a roll, man. He really on a roll when it comes to logic, man. And I'm glad that you got certain figures out here that's willing to be a buffer between a narrative and the truth, man. So props to Charles Barkley for just being truthful and being for having a backbone, man. For having a backbone. So it says here, Charles Barkley was not pleased in the least bit by Kenny Smith walking off the Inside the NBA set in support of the Milwaukee Bucks protest last month. And you can look at that video of Kenny Smith walking off, and Charles Barkley does look a little upset. The NBA was shut down for 3 days after the Milwaukee Bucks decided to forfeit their Game 5 against the Orlando Magic in the first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. The Bucks had a 3-1 lead in the series at that point and were expected to finish the job off on that day. And they decided to do this in the wake of Jacob Blake's shooting. Basically, people just reacted. Nobody took the time out to assess the facts, to discern the reality. Everybody just reacted and everybody was emotional. And that resulted in, people, the NBA players being ridiculed and having backlash towards them because of them being so emotional, them being so easily pawned out by the liberal media, in which they were basically told to boycott the game because it's all about gestures. It's not about reason. It's not about rationale. It's all about gestures and bullshit and just Cartoon Network theater kind of shit. So let's read on. As things panned out, however, the players' strike was a short-lived one, and an agreement between the NBA Owners and Players Association ensued with the setting up of funds to promote racial equity worth $300 million. Charles Barkley's problem with Kenny Smith's walkout. First, let's take a look at how exactly Kenny Smith decided to walk out from the set. So let's take a look.
Right now, my head is like ready to explode, like just in the thoughts of what's going on. And I don't know if I'm even appropriate enough to say it, what the players are feeling and how they're feeling. And I haven't talked to any of the players. But like coming in, even like driving here and getting into the studio, hearing calls and people talking. And for me, I think the biggest thing now is to kind of, as a black man, as a former player, I think it's best for me to support the players and just not be here tonight. And figure out what happens after that. I just don't feel equipped. And I respect that.
Just a gesture. Nothing of substance. Nothing comes out of this. And what happened after this? Nothing. We'll just figure out what happens after that. Nothing happened after that. Just a bunch of fucking clowns who just want to do things for theater. This is all theater. This is nothing rational, logical at all. You fucking stop a game over a person that was killed by the police because a woman called the cops on him. His lady called the cops on him because there was an alleged situation where he put his hand in her pussy because he thought that she was cheating on him. He get into a scramble and a wrestling match with police. He's still not dead. You resist arrest. 9 times out of 10, if you resist arrest, something is going to happen. And still, even with his situation, he was resisting arrest and nothing happened until he went to his car. If you go to your car, right, after a scramble, after you wrestle with the police, you go to your car and you motion like you're going to get a weapon, what the fuck do you expect the police to do? Now, am I saying that he should have got shot 7 times like that? Of course not. But at the end of the day, listen, man, we can't have our cake and eat it too. We can't be preferential when it comes to, oh my God, he should have shot him once. He should listen. You can't get mad at a person's reaction or something, or how excessive a person might be. And please understand what I'm saying when I say that. We have to assess things like men, man. Of course, the man should never got shot like that, but the man is still alive. But he's a fucking clown, that dude, for what he did. Because if he would never resisted arrest, he wouldn't have been in the situation that he in. People wanted to fucking boycott games and stop games over a dude that was a fucking criminal. She called the cops on him. He had a restraining order. She called the cops on him. What the fuck are we like? Do we just want to ignore facts on purpose? What's going on? Let me continue to read on though. According to Barkley, and yes, we do understand, LeBron James doesn't have hair or. Oh shit! I thought it was supposed to be another. It was supposed to be something else I looked at where basically it was going into Charles Barkley's comments on Breonna Taylor, but whatever. This right here also read LeBron James doesn't have hair or hairline. I mean, whatever. According to Barkley, his major bone with the Jets' decision to walk off was that it came right. The Jets. Oh yeah, the Jets' decision to walk off is that it came right after he condemned the Bucks. Oh, he talking about Kenny. I'm tripping. I'm thinking he talking about the New York Jets. Like, I'm sorry, y'all. Well, yeah, the Bucks for not giving their opponents a heads up. In effect, the Jet did to the whole. I'm sorry, the Jet did to the inside crew exactly what Barkley was condemning the Bucks for. So for Kenny Smith to do that, you could tell that it was something that was planned. I mean, Charles Barkley said that he wasn't informed, but you could tell that it was something that was planned on his behalf because why would you come all the way to work just to leave? Just so you can get on TV and show the public, the mass public, thousands of people, millions of people watching that, hey, I'm just going to gesture and act like I care so much about what's going on with the injustices and all that. I'm going to walk off set. Like walking off set is doing anything. Like when has it been a situation where you leaving your job is going to evoke change? Like, I don't understand that. What does you leaving your job have to do with injustice in this world? So I'm going to stop working. That's going to make change. I just don't understand that. I just don't get it. It's like me saying, oh, like if I was to be working in corporate America or something, I'm in a fucking cubicle and George Floyd happened to get killed or whatever. I see the video. I'm like, oh, I can't do this no more. I'm out of here. Like, what the fuck does my job have to do with what's going on? I was like in the world, you know what I mean? It just doesn't correlate. In most cases, it does correlate. Don't get me wrong, but that just didn't make sense there when it comes to NBA players. Y'all NBA players. You're not politicians. You're not spokespersons. You're not activists. You're NBA players. You play basketball. You are inept when it comes to information on a 3-dimensional level. You just are. Because when you speak about it, you say nothing of substance. So it proves itself. Man, it's ridiculous, man. I was pissed that Kenny said Charles Barkley because I didn't think he should have walked off. He should have told us in advance because I had just said that it was bogus what the Milwaukee Bucks just did to the Orlando Magic. They didn't tell him. So it just looks stupid that you walk off set in the light of Charles Barkley saying that it was stupid that the Bucks didn't tell Orlando they walked off set. The NBA is just a shit show. It's real messy over there, man. And then like 30 seconds later, he did the exact same thing. I had no problem with him walking off. He should have told us so we could have prepared. The show was like, uh-oh, he added. Nevertheless, there doesn't seem to be any disagreement between the two ever since. Whatever differences they might have had over the night were definitely resolved. And that's a beautiful thing. But at the same time, man, let's not just do things for fucking gestures and all that. Let's have some reason and rationale to our actions. And, it's all about understanding the nuance of these situations. So God bless y'all and peace. Thank y'all.